shall wed another, betrothed and doomed.
Glide, yeah.
Lady Glide. How strange to hear Laura spoken of as such.
It's her name, ain't it?
She will always be plain Laura to me.
That's what he says.
Who?
Sir Percival says she's awful plain.
That man's a bore.
Don't let her get away! Stop her!
Whatever is happening?
It's that woman in white again.
She's heading into the forest.
Keep after her. She's getting away!
Oh, they'll never catch that one, not her. What makes you say that?
Every time they lock her up, she gets away. Makes Sir Percival nervous.
He doesn't appear the nervous sort to me.
Well, he is, whenever she's roaming about.
Marion! Laura!
Yuck!
Dora, bring tea!
Sir Percival wouldn't like that. Says you spend too much money on tea and such.
Tea, Dora!
Yes, ma'am, but you're the one who's going to catch it, not me.
Oh, you see what my life is like here in Blackwater Park? You have a cross to bear. You mean I have a bear who's crossed? My husband. Things have not gone well with you? Nothing but horror since the moment I entered this dreadful place. The only good thing is I seldom see Sir Percival. He's usually out. Where does he take himself? Low places. Gambling dens. And he's always pestering me for money. Why'd you know? I think that's why he's chosen to marry me. Not because of dear Papa's dying wish, but because of greed. The source of so much unhappiness in today's world. Quick, any news of Walter? He sells watercolors in the village square. His heart, of course, is broken. Of course. He begged me for news of you. Tell him I'm content. You wish to spare him heartbreak, but you must endure it. A woman's lot is indeed a heavy burden. I wish there was something that I could do. Oh, there is. That's why I've asked you here. You must come and stay with me. Here? Yes, here. In Backwater Park. You mean Blackwater. Oh, say you'll do it. It would be a relief to get away from Aunt Frederica. She's taking therapeutic mud baths now, and she smells like a stagnant swamp. Of course I'll come and live with you.
What's this?
Good news, Percy. Cousin Marion decided to come and stay with us.
That's your idea of good news? One more mouth to feed.
Aunt Frederica sends her regards. She would have paid her respects long ago, but she says germs, like fleas, jump from man to man.
A witty observation. If I'm ever asked to give something to the old people's home, I should like to give them Frederica fairly. Stuffed.
Who rang?
I did. Show Miss Marion to the rooms in the guest wing.
Certainly, miss.
We really must see a great deal of each other, Miss Marion.
Behave yourself, Percy.
Why should I? By the time most people learn to behave themselves, they're too old for anything else. I shall require some more money, my sweets.
So you can gamble it away.
Take care, Laura. Do not presume too much on my good nature. There's a thin line between love and hate.
And it's called marriage.
Savage! You dare approach me! That drab little thing is starting to show challenge. I'll have to put a stop to that. A wife who nags too much may end up with a husband who horses around. Enough of our lovers' quarrel. I shall require your signature upon this check.
And I, Sir Percival, require solitude.
She's back.
Not the woman in white!
No, Countess Fosco.
Alone, I trust.
No, there's another lady with her.
Undoubtedly, Mrs. Cabot. Tell them I'm out.
I already told them you're in.
Stupid girl!
And now don't you go start talking to me like that. And where's my backpack?
You get the back of my hand!
You just try it.
You're very insolent for a servant.
Do you want to see him or not?
Show them in. Takes talent to be dumb as Dora.
Please don't rise on our account, Sir Percival.
I'm a busy man, very busy.
May which agrees with you, then.
My wife and I are compatible. We both dislike each other.
Well, we had hoped to hear from you sooner.
Busy man, very, very, very busy.
So we decided not to delay. Things come a lot faster to those who won't wait for them, I've discovered.
Do get on with it, Countess.
Mrs. Catherick has had a thought.
All by herself.
I've decided against pressing charges because I thought once you were married I would have a much stronger case.
Stronger case? How do you mean?
Let me put it this way, Sir Percival. Show me a man who's a bigamist, and I'll show you a man who leads a double life.
A bigamist?
The law takes a very dim view of bigamy, Sir Percival.
You have betrayed me!
Enough of this bickering. My demands are simple.
Not as simple as you, I'll wager.
You have no right to speak to me like that. In my day on the stage, I was a grand artiste.
Ha! Grand artiste. If memory serves, you were known as the human pretzel. A contortionist who once tied herself in a knot and stayed that way for 3 days.
Goodness gracious, Mrs. Catherick, how did you escape?
I outdid myself.
A wretched act. All but one man in the audience was hissing,
What was he doing?
applauding the hisses.
I'm immune to your insults, Percy. My demands are these. You are to be responsible to Countess Fosco for all expenses incurred by my daughter Anne while she is in the asylum.
Not a penny.
Also, you will settle an annual pension on me.
A pension?
Seems reasonable to me.
I warn you, Sir Percival. Bigamy as a weapon I can use against you. I can send you to prison, and I shall do so if you refuse my demands. Have you no sense of duty?
Duty is what one expects from others.
I am a victim of treachery, but I will have my revenge.
Who asked you? I thought you were going to help me.
Calm yourself. I merely wanted to show you how much you need me. I can handle Mrs. Catherick.
I doubt that. She's a strong-willed vixen.
Nevertheless, your marriage has taken place without incident, and I have not received my fee. I want it now.
And if you don't get it...
I shall unleash Mrs. Catherick to do as she will.
Speaking of leashes, why don't you keep that daughter of hers chained up? She's always running around the neighborhood. It's enough to give a man indigestion.
My fee.
This is all I can lay my hands on. I was going to pawn it.
Ooh, why, it's dazzling. Beautiful. Where'd you get it?
I found it on my wife's dressing table.
It'll do for a start.
What about Mrs. Cat?
She'll have to be gotten out of the way.
Yes, but how?
accident or a long sea voyage or
Yes, yes.
sealed in a madhouse.
Sealed in a madhouse? Brilliant. Let her twist her way out of that way.
I will not fail you, Sir Percy.
I pray not, Countess. Always remember that a diamond is a chunk of coal that is stuck to its jaw. $10, $20, $30, $40. Yeah. Dora, fetch my carriage. I'm off to the casino in a game of chance.
Just a watcher! Villain! Villain! What a night. And poor Laura in bed. A terrible chest cold. I've sent for the doctor. So far, no word. There is always a chance that his carriage cannot cut through the drift.
Ooh, Brad. This room's no warmer than any of the others.
Dora, you have left your mistress unattended.
Oh, she's fast asleep.
Good. Rest will do her more good than anything else.
Terrible storm. Super time for the practice.
Not a fit night out for wild beasts.
Oh, I don't know about that. Sir Percival's out there somewhere.
You shouldn't think of your master that way. You know his temper.
Don't frighten me. Always talk about the footprints in the sand of time. All it ever leaves is the marks of a heel.
Quickly, we'll be the doctor.
I'm going.
Marion,
What?
I heard news that Laura was unwell.
You lost your senses. If Sir Percival should find you here, there would be a scene.
No one has seen me.
Dora is a frightful gossip. Tell Sir Percival anything she can get her ears on.
What news of Laura?
She's rested comfortably. Only a heavy chest cold.
Tell her I inquired of her health.
Yes, but you must go.
What's this? A rendezvous in my library.
I can explain.
He came inquiring of your wife's health.
And why should my wife's health be any concern to him?
Dora, Laura is a dear friend.
Aha! Now I recognize you. The drawing master.
Correct.
This is a library, not a drawing room, so I shall ask you to withdraw. Dora!
I warn you, if any harm should come to Laura.
How dare you threaten me, you miserable crayon pusher!
Sir, I take that as a personal insult. Prepare to defend yourself.
No! No violence!
I'd set the dogs on you if I had it.
I go, but my heart remains.
And now, Marion, I shall ask you to leave this house. I am shocked that you would entertain a gentleman here in my absence.
Walter's concern was that of a friend. I believe in him.
And I believe in myself.
Some people are easily convinced.
What now?
Here, take this. And when you have brushed it off, you will pack Miss Marion's trunk.
A trunk?
She leaves Blackwater Park tonight.
In the storm?
off she wants. As if I didn't know. You may show her in.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad to be rid of the baggage.
Miss Gilmore.
Gilmore, what are you doing out tonight in a storm?
I had business with Frederica Fairley. I'm drawing up her will.
The woman's a crank.
She has a rather wayward sense of humor. She told me an amusing story today. I'll tell you in a minute. It was about a cannibal who ate an Eskimo pie.
Doesn't sound like the old fossil to me. The only thing that keeps her from being completely colorless is her bloodshot eyes.
I gather getting rid of both nieces has lifted her spirits.
Her nieces are a pair of shrews.
Surely you're not speaking of your wife.
Laura is her niece, isn't she?
I thought marriage would suit you.
With Laura, wedlock is a padlock.
I've come for my money.
Your money?
I've computed everything at 30% interest.
30%? Is that legal?
It is the way I do it. Oh, come. I'll take your check.
And I should only be too happy to give it to you. Only one thing.
Yes.
It'll be worthless.
Worthless?
Unfortunately, under the terms of my wife's inheritance, if I wish to get any money, she must sign also. Both signatures must be on the check. And Laura has become most difficult.
Not nearly as difficult as I shall be.
I need more time.
Time? You'll get all the time you require. In prison. I have saved every worthless check you have given me in the past, and they'll make a tight rope.
You make it sound like the gallows.
Once you're behind bars, the gallows will seem a blessing. You'll never get out. I assure you.
Mind your tongue and help me! There must be something I can do to get my hands on Laura's money.
No way. If, however,
Yes?
Laura were deceased. Oh, hold on. That would be an entirely different matter. But she is young and healthy and not likely to succumb.
She has a bad cold.
It isn't double pneumonia, is it?
No, it isn't.
I see you cannot be trusted under any circumstances, Percival.
A month.
You told me your marriage would save all of your financial problems.
A week.
I wish there was more I could do, but with wishing comes grieving.
A day.
It's, wants to talk with you, Stes.
Marion has heard my last word. Into the snow with her.
No, not Miss Marion, the one that wants the asylum.
Countess Fosco?
The same.
She's a notorious creature. Now, I shall take my leave of the garden. I have my reputation to uphold.
Reputation? Bah! You have the reputation of being a mean and petty penny pincher.
Better to go to bed supperless, Sir Percival, than to rise in debt.
Out of my house, petty... Help! Bloodsucker!
Give it to us, Sir Percival!
Whoa! Penny pincher! Shyster! Thief!
How long am I to be kept waiting?
In the council, I'm supposed to announce you. It ain't right to announce yourself. It ain't genteel.
Consider me announced. I'm here for more money.
Ah, Countess Fosco. And how are things at the asylum?
Insane. My money.
Here, let me take your things. Your handbag. Zounds! Trickery everywhere I turn!
My money. You're behind 1 month.
Money, money, money. Is that all anyone can think of?
You should know.
I need more time.
Can't you find any more jewels on your wife's dressing table?
Wretched girl keeps everything locked up. I don't think Laura trusts me. Anyway, what are you doing out tonight? In the storm?
She got away again.
Not in Catherine!
Who else?
But she's dangerous.
She's very ill, and I'm afraid if we don't get her back to the asylum, it could develop into something serious.
Yes. Wouldn't want to lose that little money maker, would you, Countess?
I do not intend to argue with you, Sir Percival. I shall give you 1 week to pay up, or else.
Tu es la chienne!
Get away! Get away!
Don't let her get close to you.
Will she bite?
I know she won't bite. You know she won't bite.
Yes. But does she know?
She's fainted. She's not well.
You're telling me.
I better get her back.
Wait.
What?
Leave her to me.
Why?
Do you want your money?
Certainly.
Then leave Aunt Catherine to me.
But,
Do as I ask.
very well, Sir Percival. Get over it.
What a remarkable likeness to my wife, Laura.
Mama?
Yes, yes, Ann, dear. Mama's here. You'll soon be with your friends.
If she likes angels. She has a fever. Excellent.
Well, you may better get a good night's sleep.
By morning, your troubles will be over. Pleasant dreams.
Never have their hearts carried away.
good die young and the wicked linger on.
Sad, but true. I suspect I myself will go to an early grave.
I'm so grateful I had such an opportunity to show her my love and affection while she was still alive.
Indeed, Auntie.
Try not to dwell on it, Mrs. Fairley. Rest, rest.
Thank you for your neighborly concern, Candace Fosco.
It's nothing.
You're telling me. It was a nice funeral.
Except for the ants.
You'd better rest too, Marion. You don't look so well. Your face is all in shadows.
That's because she's wearing a veil, you idiot.
I'm not an idiot. I'm a drawing master.
Same thing.
Please, please. No harsh words on this day of all days.
To think that it was in this same room that I taught her to paint apples black and grapes orange.
I'm not interested in your melancholy recollections, and I'll thank you not to speak of my late wife. And I must say, I was surprised to see you at the funeral.
I invited him, Sir Percival. I believe Laura would have approved. Poor Laura.
And what about poor Sir Percival? Left alone in the world, his heart broken, his dreams of the future shattered. I am inconsolable.
Now, Mrs. Fairley, about the will.
Sir Percival, your deep tragedy has you confused. What you mean to discuss is the lettering on your wife's tombstone.
No, it isn't. I want to discuss the will.
That tombstone?
Oh, my poor wife. My poor Laura. I am a widower, alone, forgotten, dejected.
Driven her poor ungodly salty tears on me. Move away! Move away!
Don't worry. Every time she sneezes, she cures a dozen people. She's so full of penicillin.
I don't understand it.
What's to understand? I sneezed.
No, not about your sneeze. About Laura.
Oh, yes. Her. She's better off where she is. Life is a veil of sorrow.
I can see her now looking down on us. One dainty foot on the ladder to paradise.
Goodbye, dear.
Adieu. You said it was only a chest cold.
It was.
But during the night, it moved around. It went from her chest to her head. And from then, there was no stopping it.
By the time the doctors cut through the drip, come morning, she was gone. Cold in her bed.
Stiff as a dead mackerel. A sweet mackerel.
A gentle mackerel.
Double pneumonia, wasn't it?
Triple.
Perhaps there should be an inquiry into Laura's demise. I've never heard of triple pneumonia.
I do not care, drawing master, what you do like the sound of and what you do not like the sound of.
Please, Sir Percival, politeness costs nothing.
I wouldn't be worth much if it did.